When my aunt passed away last spring, I volunteered to help clean out her old house before it went on the market. She'd lived there for 30 years, accumulating decades worth of belongings. I figured it would take a weekend at most. I had no idea what I was walking into. The main floor wasn't too bad. Aunt Margaret had always been organized, even in her final years. But as I worked my way through each room, I kept putting off the basement. There was something about that basement door that made me uncomfortable. It was always locked when I visited as a kid. I found the key hanging right beside the door, like she'd left it there for me. The lock was stiff, probably hadn't been opened in years. When I finally got it to turn, the door creaked open to reveal wooden steps descending into complete darkness. The smell that wafted up was wrong, musty and sweet, like flowers left too long in water. I flicked the light switch, but nothing happened. Great. I grabbed my phone's flashlight and started down the steps. Each one groaned under my weight, echoing in the space below. About halfway down, I could make out the concrete floor. The basement was bigger than I expected, stretching beyond my phone's light. The place was packed. Boxes everywhere. Old furniture covered in sheets. Things I couldn't even identify in the dim light. I started making my way through the maze of belongings, using my phone to navigate. That's when I noticed something odd. Some of the boxes were arranged in perfect rows, like someone had been organizing them recently. I picked up one of the boxes. It was labeled 1987 in my aunt's careful handwriting. Inside were newspaper clippings, all about missing persons cases from that year. Local people who'd vanished without a trace. I grabbed another box. 1993. More clippings. More missing people. My hands were shaking as I reached for a third box. 2001, 2008, 2015. Every box contained the same thing. Newspaper clippings, police reports, missing person flyers. Some of the faces looked familiar, people I remembered from the local news. But why was my aunt collecting these? She'd never mentioned having any interest in true crime. This felt different. This felt personal. In the far corner, I found a desk. More files, more photos, but these were different. These looked like surveillance photos. People walking to their cars, entering buildings, going about their daily lives. They had no idea they were being watched. At the bottom of one folder, I found something that made my blood run cold. A driver's license. Jennifer Walsh, the girl who disappeared from the college campus 3 towns over in 2018. I remembered her case. It was all over the news for weeks. But why did my aunt have her license? I fumbled through more folders, finding personal items that didn't belong to my family. Jewelry, keys, ID cards. That's when I heard it. A sound from somewhere deeper in the basement, beyond where my light could reach. A soft scraping, like something being dragged across concrete. I froze, listening. The sound stopped, then started again. Scrape, scrape, scrape. It was rhythmic, deliberate, and it was getting closer. I should have run. Every instinct screamed at me to get out of there, but I couldn't move. The scraping continued, and now I could hear something else. Breathing. Slow, labored breathing that definitely wasn't mine. I aimed my phone toward the sound, but the light seemed to be absorbed by the darkness. Then I saw it. A shape moving in the darkness, hunched over, dragging something behind it. It hadn't noticed me yet. I started backing toward the stairs, trying not to make a sound. But I knocked over one of the boxes, sending newspaper clippings scattering across the floor. The shape stopped moving, then slowly turned toward me. I ran. I've never moved so fast in my life. Behind me, I could hear it coming, not running, but moving with that same scraping, dragging sound, but faster now, much faster. I hit the stairs and took them 3 at a time. My phone light flickered and went out. I climbed in complete darkness. I made it to the top, slammed the door, and turned the key. I didn't stop until I was in my car with the engine running. I called the police from the road, told them everything. When they searched the basement the next day, they found it empty. Just boxes of old newspapers and junk. No personal belongings. No evidence. The house sold quickly to a young family with 2 kids. I never told them what I found down there. Sometimes I drive by and see the children playing in the yard, and I wonder if they've been in the basement yet. I wonder if they've met the new resident. Because whatever was down there, I don't think it left with me.